Okay. Hi everyone, and welcome to the fifth edition of our Cairo Bootcamp. So last year we had the fourth edition. Every single year we have one edition of the Cairo Bootcamp, but this year that we're having one earlier, I'm thinking we can actually like do another one before the end of the year. But the purpose of this bootcamp is actually to onboard more developers to Starknet and also equip the already existing builders to build on Starknet. And this bootcamp will be having 5 weeks of training and is going to run for from January 13th to February 26th. And we're going to have two sessions every week, but I'm going to let Sarah run through the onboarding process. And as well, we already have our tutor here to guide us through the first session of the Career Bootcamp. We're going to have two sessions every week. And like I said initially, it will run for 5 weeks. So Sarah, please run us through the whole details of the bootcamp so everyone can see what it entails to graduate from the bootcamp and also every detail they need like know about the assessments and every other thing basically.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Oluwatosin Sincere. I'm a technical writer. And yes, you're welcome once again to the Cairo Bootcamp 5. So I'm going to walk you briefly through the bootcamp structure. And I'm not sure the tutors are on call. We're supposed to do like a brief tutor introduction. But please, can you signify if you can see my screen?
I can't see your screen though.
How about now?
Yep.
You can see it.
Yeah, I can see your screen, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have Cairo Bootcamp 5 is going to be running for 2 months from January to February. So if you registered earlier, I'm sure you got resources for the pre-boot camp last week, but not to worry for people that just like registered before the session. The tutor for today is going to do justice into explaining the Cairo basics, foundation, and all before we get into practicals. Okay, so 1 minute. Okay. Okay, so about the boot camp, it's the boot camp is a Starknet initiative, and it's all about onboarding developers into the Cairo ecosystem for you to be able to build smart contracts on Starknet, right? So this Cairo Bootcamp 5 is going to be a 5 week training. So training in the sense that we're going to be having 5 week session. So immediately after the 5 weeks, we're going to have um so the way we have this boot camp from the first 3 weeks is going to be training straight, like it's going to be just trainings. But once we get to February, we have an hackathon that's going to be running alongside with the boot camp. So the first 3 weeks is we are going to the is don't worry, it's going to like cover everything that you need to be able to build on Starknet so that you can actually use the knowledge that you have gained to build reasonable projects for the hackathon. So we're going to be having like 7 weeks in general, 5 weeks for the training, 1 week hackathon wrap-up week, and then the graduation week. So we have 4 hour sessions, 4 hours weekly. That's Tuesdays and Thursdays. So from it's the same time, 5 p.m. UTC, which is 6 p.m. West African time. So 5 p.m. UTC to 7 p.m. UTC on Tuesdays and on Thursdays for the 5 weeks. So if you have questions, don't hesitate to use the chat box. Ask your questions on the Starknet Africa Telegram channel as well. You can use this link. I'm going to share. Please, Emmanuel, kindly help me share these slides so that they can join the Telegram if they have not. So you also have to follow Starknet Africa YouTube channel because that's where we post the um, sessions, yes, for you to revisit in case you're really not able to follow due to one reason or the other. So we have 5 sessions, like I mentioned. You are here. This is the first week. So we have Starknet Foundations and Cairo Basics. So the first session, which is today, is going to cover just the foundation, the theory aspect. The second session, which is on Thursday, we're going to dive straight into Cairo Basics and you start writing your Cairo program. Then the second week, that's next week, we have Advanced Cairo and Smart Contract Fundamentals. Third week, we have advanced contract and front-end integration. And then the fourth week, we have building on-chain games with Dojo Engine. We have this because for people who would like to build games for their hackathon, yes, so this is like a very good addition. And then the fifth week is Cairo security and testing. And yes, so I'm not sure we have all the tutors on call. Do we? Hmm. So we do not have all the tutors on call. So we have different tutors. They are going to be coming. We have the first tutor today. She's going to introduce herself. So I think we should do that. We do not have much time. So we have the scoring system. Since we only have like we have 5 weeks, right? But once it's February, the hackathon starts. So you're going to be only having homework for week 1 to week 3. So for the homework for the 3 weeks is going to be 20 points. So depending on what you score, but try as much as possible to ensure you do your homework. Then for the course completion, there's something that we give at the end of every bootcamp or base camp, every Starknet bootcamp or base camp, which is like an NFT, is Spoke. It's called Spoke, Starknet Proof of Kudos. So it's going to be representing your certificate of the course completion. Yes. So we have 3 categories of the Spoke, which is a base camp attendee, base camp graduates, base camp um, base camp graduates cum laude. That is graduate cum laude is you graduated with distinction. Yes. So for base camp attendee, it just shows that you just attended base camp. That's you have less or equal to 25% of live sessions. Okay, this is actually is not supposed to be up to 14 sessions. This is going to be updated. So if you attend like at least 25% of the live sessions, yes, you are going to just have the base cap attendee. No, that means you do not have any score from your homework. For base camp graduates, that means you attended at least half of the live sessions and you have 30 points, up to 30 points. We might reduce or increase it, whatever, but we're going to communicate that. And the base camp graduates cum laude with distinction, you have at least, we might have like 45 points. That's for homework and 50% of live classes. So let me know if you guys have questions in the comment section. For now, this is all the details. We're going to be getting right into the today's session. Are there any questions? Are there any questions for me?
Okay, so before you wrap up, I just want to highlight that the hackathon will be announced in few days. So I heard from the foundation that it's be announced like before the end of the week. So the aim of this bootcamp as well is to get as much builders as possible to build their ideas on Starknet and also of course, win prizes if they build something exceptional. So we'll be looking forward to people learning through the hackathon and also forming teams for the hackathon and also building something exceptional and sticking around in the Starknet ecosystem. It's really amazing ecosystem. You just have to dive straight into the bootcamp and get the most of it. Thank you.
Yeah, since there are no questions, I think we can just she can just start because we have a lot to cover. Yeah. But if you have questions, please don't hesitate to use the chat box. The tutor is going to be checking as she goes. Yeah. Thank you. Hi, Cecilia, please, you can take over. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. Share. Give me a minute. Oh, I had to grant permission, so I'll just quickly quit and I'll rejoin later. I'm so sorry. Hi, Tosin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So let me share my screen again. Please confirm if you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah.
I'm unable to turn on my camera. Okay, all right, cool. Okay. Yeah, hi everyone. Good evening. So we'll be having the first session today, and yeah, so just be going through the Starknet Foundation and Cairo Basics. Be looking at an overview of the blockchain, zero knowledge proof, and the Starknet architecture. My name is Cecilia Orji. I am a backend engineer, majorly write code, and also a blockchain developer. You can follow me. You can see me at _CCGI on Twitter. Just that's about me. And on today's topic, so what we'll be looking at, we'll be looking at layer 1 versus layer 2. We'll be looking at the zero knowledge proof, why Starknets, the Starknet architecture, node sequencer, reverse. We're looking at account abstraction on Starknet, why Cairo, and then the Cairo Bootcamp structure, which Tosin has already shared. And then we'll be doing it hands-on, create a wallet, Argent or Braavos. We'll explore the StarkScan, just check events and the information's there, and then send test tokens amongst ourselves. If I'm too fast, please just let me know. Yeah, Ayomide. Ayomide, you have your hand raised.
Yeah, sorry, your voice is not that loud.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. Okay, I'll try. So we start with what is blockchain. Why do you think we need the blockchain? And we'll just be using analogy. Okay, thank you. So we'll just be using like stories and to kind of like simplify it and make it easier to understand. So as you can see my diagram or my illustration here, we have these two market women. Let's call her Yaisha, we call her Mandela. So they are holding their ledgers, or their books where they kind of like write down every sales they make or whatever money that comes in and all of that. And let's say, for example, Mama Diola borrowed, she had a customer that came to buy some goods and she needed some change and she borrowed from Maisha or something. And, at the close of business day, she's saying, you owe me 1,100 CFA. She's saying, I've paid you, blah, blah, blah. So we're using a marketplace analogy. So this is a bustling African market where everyone keeps their own ledger. But then there is a problem with this because when they trade, each writes in their own book. So definitely issues of disputes will arise. Normally, the old solution is we have like a trusted elder, or let's say the most educated in the community. This person keeps the master book. But what if this elder or this person that is the most educated is busy? This person could be biased, or the person could even like make mistakes, which is, yeah, we are humans and we are prone to make mistakes. So our digital market ledger, so we're now introducing a blockchain. So what does blockchain? In simple terms, it just means our collective digital ledger. And in this ledger, everyone has the same copy. So not just the elder has a copy of every transaction that happens. Every single person in the market has a copy, the same copy of that ledger. No single person controls, there's no central authority. As I said earlier, this elder could be biased, make mistakes, and all of that. So there's no single authority over it, making it decentralized. And then once written, never erase, just like carving in stone is immutable. Once written, you can't erase or make changes. And then it's also transparent for all to see. There's nothing hidden. And so then what happens when our market gets too crowded? So let's say, for example, the market goes viral. Let's say someone makes a tweet on Twitter saying, oh, this market in so place, they sell the best Zobo. Or as we could see with what happened on Twitter, I think sometime last year in December, a lady went to, I don't know, is it a Buba or a tea shop somewhere in Ikoyi or so in Lagos? I just use Lagos because that's where it is. So I went to a tea shop in Lagos and, it was very nice, very cheap and all of that. And she posted on Twitter and we had a lot of people. People started trooping in. And then we started having complaints that, oh no, I went there before I was attended to, like it took time, all of that story. Why? Because when at the stage of building it, they didn't have like infrastructure to like, in case when it expands or something, to like, to attend to these issues when it expands or it becomes popular, goes viral. So what happens in those situations? Transactions get stuck in line, and then fees become so high for even small traders. And a 5,000 transfer could cost 15 naira or even more in fees when it was Lexa way before. And this is exactly the situation of Ethereum today. It is secure, but slow and expensive. So collaboration on the layer. So I'll just try to like go through like what makes up the blockchain, some of the concepts that makes it up. We just like look at them briefly. So in our marketplace, for example, when there is a dispute, when there's a complaint or a problem, how do we decide what's true? So to do that, we need a system where everyone agrees. We need a system where everyone agrees. In traditional villages, for example, we have village meetings where elders discuss votings to make decisions. We have rules about who can participate. In the same vein, blockchain needs the same, which we call this consensus. And then how do we protect against bad actors? How do we protect against trolls? Every market has troublemaker, of course. The troublemakers will maybe write fake transactions, or can even use the Nigerian situation where we have issues, or I've seen tweets where it doesn't happen to me before, but you hear these stories where people go and buy stuff or they use POS and then probably send money via OPay and they show the POS person that, oh, I've sent this money. And then the person sees the receipt that is sent, you pay the cash, and then only later to find out that it's never even got to your account, situations like that. So people write fake transactions, they try to spend the same money twice, spread false information, and all of that. So how does the blockchain protect itself against these bad actors? They use what is called proof of work or proof of stake, and there are others, proof of history, I think, and some other blockchains use other ways. For proof of work, for example, this is too expensive to fake because you need a very high computational power to even do that. So it's very, very expensive to fake, and you will need to even work harder than everyone combined in the network. And in the case of proof of work, bad actors lose their stake, like being banished from the village. Example, majority rule, you need like 51% to cheat the system. As a validator, for example, proof of stake rather, you need 32 ETH to become a validator. So your ETH would eventually go if you want to become a bad actor rather. So let's talk about privacy in the marketplace. So as a market woman, you are worried. What if everyone can see the ledger? What if they can see my balance? Can they take my money? Of course, that is a valid concern. So, but the good news here is that it is public. Everyone sees that, yes, it's public. Everyone sees that you have money, but then it's also private in that only you can spend it with your secret key, private key. This is like having a transparent safe. Everyone sees it's there, but only you have the key to unlock it. Also, your wallet address is like a nickname. Only people don't know if it's you unless you tell them the hashing and all of that. So people won't know it's you unless you tell them. So which consensus, proof of work versus proof of stake? Proof of work, like physical labor, miners solve complex mathematical puzzles, and then the first to finish gets to add to the next page, to the next block, and then this uses lots of energy. Example, Bitcoin. Bitcoin uses proof of work. Why proof of stake is used by Ethereum? Those with more stakes validate, and then much more energy efficient compared to proof of work. So then let's build a global ledger. Remember our marketplace that we started with. So our village ledger now, it works great. Everybody has a copy now. But what if we want to trade with other villages or other markets worldwide? We want to go global, do commerce with other countries and all of that. So the challenges here is that we have more people, and more people is equals to more transaction. Another question or another challenge you have is who will maintain this massive ledger, and then how do we pay the record keepers, because they also need to be paid. So here enters gas fee. Gas fee here are just small payments for each transaction made, or is each transaction made, whether you are reading any state change, you pay gas fee, and then you pay the validators for their work, and then higher fee is equals to faster processing, just like a priority fee, whereby you want, it's just, for example, let's say express service, basically, you give a tailor your dress and you want to receive it on time. So you have to pay higher fee for that, for your transactions to be processed faster. Now we go to the blockchain trilemma and what Starknet is trying to solve. So our blockchain, the three major things that makes up the blockchain: security, decentralization, and scalability. But then most blockchains today can only have two out of these three. Most times these very secured decentralization, yes, but then there's an issue with scalability because, for example, Ethereum process every transaction, and I think this takes about 15 seconds per transaction, which is very, very slow. Bitcoin and Ethereum, they are secure and decentralized, but then they are not scalable. Results, slow transaction, and then there are high fees paid during congestion. There are high fees paid during congestion. So now let's look at layer 1 versus layer 2. We're talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum. So when you talk of the layer 1 or the base chain, these are the main blockchain, like Ethereum, Bitcoin, and we have some others. Then their role basically is they are like the settlement layer, and they also have like the ultimate, and they have the ultimate security. But then the limitation with the layer 1 is that processes every single transaction. Ethereum, for example, processes 15 transactions per second, which is slow. But then the layer 2, which is built on the layer 1, these are scaling solutions like Starknet that we'll be talking about today, Arbitrum, Optimism. These are all layer 2 blockchain. Role, they process transactions off-chain, then they prove them to L1. Right? And then the benefit is that they are faster, cheaper transactions while inheriting L1 security. Transactions here are very fast and then cheaper because they pay less gas fees while they inherit layer 1 security. Example, Starknet, which can process thousands of transactions per second. This is over 1,000%, more than 1,000 of what the base chain does. Any question before we go to any question before we go to the answer? Tosi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. There are no questions for now. So thank you for listening.
Okay, makes sense. So, introduction to zero knowledge proof. So let's dive into it then. So how will I verify my age? How do I verify my age? For example, I go to the club, or let's just use the marketplace story that we started with. Madela or so let's say Diola is in school now. She's 20 years. It's her birthday and she wants to celebrate it and she decides to go to the club. But then on getting to the club, how does she verify her age without necessarily showing her ID, which is like the normal thing to do? Because you'll be taking alcohol and legal age for taking alcohol is 18 years, right? So how do you prove that you're 18 without showing your ID and leaking or your information getting out there? Probably on the ID probably has your address, it has your name, your age, information about you that you don't want to be in the public. So this is Diola, for example, and this is our bouncer here. And you can see him scanning a code on Diola's wrist. And what does this do? Let's say Diola registered on the app, and then while registering, she already inputted her name and all the necessary details. So on getting to the club, she just scans it and then she's given a wrist, and this wrist already contains all the information about her. So on getting there, what she just needs to do for her to get in is just for that to be scanned, and that validates that she's probably the bouncer will just see like a green pass mark or something showing that yeah, she's qualified to enter. So but what happens if my friend gives me their code? What happens if Diola gives her code to her cousin or to a friend? Let's say the friend is even below 18. The bouncer doesn't know who I am, yes? Then how do we protect our ZK system from such instances? I'll just continue. So you give your code to the bouncer checks and confirms that you're over 18. I'm just using this from Cindy's last day. And then bouncer then verifies it's you by scanning your fingerprints. If this code belongs to you, you get in. So by so doing, your friend, your cousin, siblings can't use your code because there's another layer of validation that is happening. The bouncer is scanning the fingerprints. So by so doing, the code can be shared or the risk can be shared. The band can be shared with any other person except Jola. She's the only one that can use it. So what are zero knowledge proofs? In simple terms, this is proving you know something without revealing what it is or what you know in simple or in high level. Remember, these are just these are in high level. We are not like going deep into it. I have some materials at the end that we can use to like read further and understand these concepts better. So in blockchain, proof transactions are valid without showing all details. As I said, it just prove the bouncer scans it and just know that okay, and what the bouncer gets is that let's say like a pass mark showing that yes, she's over 18 and she can go in. What this does that it enables privacy and scalability. How it works. So many transactions happen on layer 2, like Starknet, and then these transactions are bundled together and batched, and then a proof is generated, which is tiny data that these transactions are valid, and only the proof goes to the layer 1. So benefit of this is that thousands of transactions, just one small proof. And this is, which is where actually the magic happens. And this uses zk-sync advanced mathematics. We'll get into that. And what's the benefit also is that it's cheaper. Users share the cost, and then it's also faster. No need to process each transaction on layer 1. I don't know if that is making sense. Remember that on Ethereum, we process this transaction like 15 seconds per transaction. Like that is very, very slow. But then on layer 2 now, you are bundling this transaction and then you just generate a proof, and then that proof is sent to the layer 2. So why Starknet? Why Starknet? First of all, performance, high throughput in terms of capacity and speed, many transactions per second, and then low costs, fraction of Ethereum cost, and then is a growing ecosystem, the dev community and all of that. It's growing. I think Starknet came about in 2018 also, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a growing ecosystem. Also, developer experience, the Cairo language designed for proofs, and then it also has account abstraction built in. So on Starknet, every account is a smart contract, unlike the Ethereum minutes where accounts is like that. It's either an EA or smart contract, but on Starknet, by default, every account is a smart contract. So it's account abstraction is built in, and then has strong tooling and documentation as well if you want to build anything on it. So the Starknet architecture overview, I just says just overviews. So we have the key components of the Starknet architecture. First is the sequencer. And what the sequencer does is that it orders transaction and then creates batches. It also filters these transactions and the valid and invalid transactions. It filters them, it orders and creates batches. And then the prover, which is, as I said, where the magic itself happens, generates ZK proofs using advanced mathematics. And then the node stores the data, it stores the state, and then serves RPC request, and then to the Ethereum layer 1, where the final verification and settlement happens. Okay, so let's look at this. So I got this from the Starknet.io. Got from Starknet.io. So just look at this. So this is the Starknet architecture in a visual format. So we have the layer 1, and we have the layer 2 and the layer 1. So when users perform transactions, so we have a transaction here, it sends it to the sequencer. The sequencer bundles them and batches them into blocks, which is sent to the prover. So the prover here, this is where remember the prover here is where the main thing happens. It generates a just tiny data proving that these transactions are valid, and then sends this proof to the Ethereum node. Then it goes to the verifier to verify the proof that was sent. It takes it to the Starknet core before it goes to the Ethereum mainnet where it stores the state changes. Account abstraction on Starknet. So I spoke a bit about this earlier. Our traditional wallets. Remember, your key is your fund. If it's compromised or anything happens or you lose your key, you automatically lose your funds. Right? That's how it is with the traditional wallets. But then with account abstraction on Starknet, these are programmable accounts. So this came about, I think, okay, I even have it here, ERC-4337. So this came out, I think it was deployed in, I don't remember the year. Because it came out, it's recently though, but when you read this, you can get more information on it. So with the traditional wallet, like there are a lot of issues with it. And then the smart account just came about to like aid and solve these problems associated with the traditional wallets. And also you are able to also customize your wallets. So let's say, for example, you want to send a transaction, you can send it using maybe your GitHub account or your Google or even your friend. Like it's programmable accounts. You can customize it the way you want. And yeah, and I think there are it works two ways. We have the ZK, we have the Ethereum. There's one on there's the Ethereum abstraction, account abstraction, and we have the ZK sync, which is native. Where I think the Ethereum on has like it has a lot of moving parts, but then ZK sync, so let's just make this thing natively. So they bundle everything together, and then when you're sending it, I think the user there's a function that has to be there with all the necessary data, user operation also, if I remember correctly, where you have to pass in the paymaster, the nonce, even the signature, and some other necessary fields. And you also set in your rules, and it goes to the alt mempool instead of the main pool, goes to the alt mempool, and yeah, and so on. It's a lot of moving parts actually. So what this does, features with this is that you are able to recover your funds. Friends can help you recover. It has the multi-signature security, spending limits, unlike traditional wallets where there are a lot of limits to it. You can spending limit here is higher, or you can just based on the rules you set when you are programming the smart contracts. And then you can pay fees in any token session keys, which are like temporary permissions. So you can read more on this just reading the ERC itself. Okay, before we go to any questions before we go on. Yeah, hi, okay.
Yeah, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, thank you for the wonderful class.
Okay.
So my question is literally based on the ZK proof. The other time you were explaining about where Adiola could be able to verify, be able to use QR code to verify his identity, something like that.
Okay.
So now my question is now, how do we determine the efficiency of the ZK proof, the proof? What we are using to prove it? How do we determine the efficiency? Like, is there not a way that maybe the system is compromised or something? We are not sure of what we are proving. There might be some kind of issues within. I don't know if you understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think I get you. Are you talking in terms of maybe passing like invalid data or
Like a compromised system.
compromising the system itself.
Yeah, it's compromising the system itself. How can we determine the efficiency of the system? Verifying the identity. This is a key proof, yeah.
Okay, but I think the ZK proof that happens here, like these are, it uses advanced mathematics actually, and then currently, at least I think I was still reading about it yesterday, the sequencer and, well, it's debatable. The sequencer and the prover currently are actually centralized.
Okay.
If you get
It's
me, that's
centralized in the sense that it has a central body that controls how it works.
exactly before it sends it to the, although there are still talks on Starknet to migrate it to the protocol and make it decentralized, but currently, if I'm not mistaken, it's centralized.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay. I don't know if anyone wants to add to that because I'm sure there are senior developers on this call. Should I go on?
Yeah, you can proceed. I think no one else has questions to ask.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So this is so we are going to the part 4, which is hands-on activities. So just some hands-on things for us to do. So we want to create a wallet. So if you don't have ready wallet, which was formerly Argent X or Braavos, so want to install one now, you can just install it as an extension in your browser, so it's easier for you to access them and then set up accounts. Or if you have a wallet already, can you just signify? You just put your hands up or something.
Hi.
Hello.
Can we use MetaMask or that's the radio wallet?
Can we use
MetaMask?
I would advise to use Argents or Braavos.
Okay, thank you.
These are it looks like. This is Argent, for example, ready wallets. Just install it as an extension, then pin it. And then this Braavos here.
I'm sorry. I'm currently on mobile. I don't download the app.
What did you say? You have the mobile app on your phone?
I said I'm currently on mobile. I just download the app.
Yeah, you just go to Play Store or App Store. So I'm talking, I think I'm talking on those down their PC, yeah. But if you're on your mobile, just download it on your phone. Let me confirm this.
Yeah, everybody should actually have it on their PC because at the end of the day, whenever maybe you want to make interaction, you have to use your laptop.
Yes, you can. It's on App Store. But as Tosi said, yes, you should have it on our PC because it's easier to work with it that way. Daniel, go ahead, please.
I have you are encouraging us to use extensions. Coming hot on the heels of the breach that happened on Trust, is that something wise to do?
I don't know. Just for me, extension works better for me, so that it's easier for me to, access them.
Okay, because I read somewhere that they are
What happened?
well, the Trust wallet was breached, I think, sometime last week, but when sometime in December, and it was because somebody was able to inject a malware in the code of the extension on Chrome. So that's why I was wondering if it would be a wise thing to do. But anyway, sure.
And anyone you feel that works for you. For me, I just prefer, even MetaMask is extension, because it's easier for me to just copy addresses and interact with it or do whatever I want to do.
Okay. Thank
But
you.
then we always, especially in this space, we always encourage to be very, very security conscious, because there's a lot of things always happening in this space. Yes, Samalia, Anthony, please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Hi, can you hear me?
Hi.
Yeah, okay. So I just wanted to respond to Daniel concern. Yeah, so I think it's advisable the wallet you will be creating here should be for your practice dev purpose. So this wallet should focus on whatever you are going to be using for testnet purpose. But anyone that you are going to be using with real money is not advisable to make use of this particular wallet. So it's advisable for every developers to have as much as many wallet for test purpose and then for real money purpose. Yeah, so that's very important. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, for real money on the mainnet, there are other, you could get maybe a hard wallet and there are a lot of them out there. So yes, thank you for that, Samalia. That's actually very, very true. Are we done installing? Colin says smelling bones. Oh, Martins, I have Braavos. So what of setting up the account? Have you set up your account as well? Oh, great. PC, you need to change your name for recording purposes. You need to change it to your real name. Thank you. Okay. So we just explored the network as well. StarkScan. So yeah, these are the network looks like. You can paste in your transaction, the contracts, whatever, and with that you can get information on it. For example, let's just check. Let's pick one transaction here. So I'm going to open it using the transaction hash. So this transaction, as you can see, the timestamp is January 13, just some few minutes ago. Transaction type is, so with this, you can just get information about it, the events on that transaction, any logs, internal calls. Yeah, you can see the transaction and then the contract address that called it, the block hash, the timestamp. Yeah, the sender address, gas consumed, and all of that. Yeah, I don't think there is Abdul Kabar. I think I also had this issue. Wait, no. This one is on Stark. Yeah, I'm sorry if I pronounce your name correctly. It seems we will need to have at least 0.001 on Stark mainnet before we can claim Stark testnets. No, that's what we're talking about mainnet itself. So yeah, same thing with the Voyager too. I'll come back to that, Abdul. So same thing with the Voyager. I can also, but most times I use the StarkScan actually. So you can also explore the network using the Voyager. So let me just. So yeah, and see some few seconds ago, the hash, the number, and all of that, and then you can just click on any of this to get more information about that transaction. So to get test tokens, you can use Alchemy or use the Starknet faucets. So any of this. Sorry. So let me just share the link here on the chat. So you just need to add your wallet address. Abdul Kabal, send me. Let me see if I can send me your wallet address. Can drop it in the chat. So either that or you can use this as well to get test tokens. Percentage of the network. Okay. Can you please check your balance? I think there's something wrong on Braavos. Check agents. Yes, on Stark token, but it keeps returning out. Yes. On Braavos, yeah, I think there's something wrong with it. Can you please try, so can you try Ready Wallet? Can you create one?
Come again, you say I should create which wallet?
Ready Wallet.
Ready.
Like install,
R-E-D-Y. R-E.
yeah. Yes, see it here, Ready Wallet. I think there's something, I wasn't getting that RPC issue now. Okay. Send subjects. Let's try send to Somalia.
Discovered that I have.
Is Ready only mobile?
Is what?
Is
the
Ready
wallet.
only
I just discovered I have
mobile?
the wallet already.
Is Ready only mobile? No,
Yeah,
you can put
I
it on the
tried.
web as well. I'm using it on the web.
Okay.
I'm using it on the web.
Okay.
So I just sent you 50 stack to Somalia. Let's
Now
see.
you can call Malima. Malima is okay, so that you did not bite your tongue.
Okay, Malima. Sorry. All right.
Yes, Malima is okay.
But I was calling it correctly. I said is it not Samal? Oh, Samal. Please call it.
You are saying Somalians.
Oh,
No, just use Malima. It's okay.
all right. Which country are you from?
Malima is what people know me. Most
What
people
country?
know me.
What country are you from?
Yeah, I'm in Nigeria.
It's a lie.
I'm a Nigerian.
Are you serious? So I'm going
Yes,
to check.
I'm in Nigeria.
Wow. What states? You're going to fail that now.
Me? Fail.
Yes, what?
I'm from Bauchi State. I'm from Bauchi State. I'm based in Lagos.
Which side? Where do you stay in Lagos?
I stay in the semi-island. I stay in Oroshoki.
Oh, wow. Oh. He's like, you're not buenos.
Be bobo kwa.
Nine.
Please, sorry. How do I get my wallet address?
Which wallet? Just scroll. Are you on the web or on your phone?
I'm on the web, so I've set up the Ready wallet.
The Ready wallet. So can you see my screen?
I can see your screen here.
So you see something like this. So if you see this, so this is Cecilia testnet.
I'm not seeing that. How did I connect that? I'm only seeing Starknet. I'm seeing
You're
okay,
seeing
I'm seeing Amirable mainnet. That's what I'm seeing right now.
Change it to Sepolia.
There's
So
okay,
click on
Sepolia.
it, click on the American whatever, then you see like a kind of drop down.
I'm not seeing drop down actually.
Can you share your screen? Let me stop
Okay,
sharing.
okay, I need to connect to my laptop quickly.
Okay. So I'll stop sharing so you can share your screen.
All right, so please give me a minute. Trying to
All
connect
right.
the laptop.
Okay.
Yeah, I also want to change it to Sepolia, but I cannot see it.
You cannot see it. Are you on your, can you
Yes,
share
I'm on. Okay, let me share my screen.
Okay.
Okay, I will just watch him while he's sharing his screen.
Okay.
Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
You can see it, right?
Yes, click on that serene snail at the top.
Okay, wait.
The serene snail. Just that box. The box.
This one.
Yes, so click on mainnet. No, click on mainnet. Don't click on mainnet
Yeah.
at the top.
Oh, okay. Wow, okay.
Yes. You have no visible account, so add account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This recommended.
You want us to be seeing it while you're doing that? Yes.
Do I need, am I going to, yeah?
Yeah, it's automatically, just leave it.
Add it now. So that others too while
If you
doing
want
it,
to...
there will be no money inside this one.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's Sepolia.
Yeah, so, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I can change the name.
I don't think so. There's no buttons. Oh, nice. Good. Save.
I can change, okay.
Can change the color as well.
So, all right. So let me share the address for you. So,
or you can use the faucet that I sent, that link to get test tokens. I shared it in the chat. Let me just share it again. So you put in the address there, or if you want me to send you some test tokens, I can also send you some as well.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. I have a question.
Yes, please.
Please, what is the difference between a standard account and a smart account? Like, is there a difference?
Yeah, so I spoke about it earlier. You really call it standard, just your regular account, like the like your EOA, externally owned accounts.
Okay.
So those accounts, if you lose your private key or you lose your seed phrase, you know that your funds are gone, right? Because you need your private key to sign every transaction that you make. But then with a smart, or what you call abstract accounts, is that what you mean?
Yes, smart accounts.
Okay, so these abstract accounts are smart contracts. So to you, you see them as accounts, or you see them as wallet, but then they're actually on the blockchain, they act as a smart contract. You also call them programmable accounts. As when you set them up, you already like set rules. So instead of using instead of signing with private key, you could use your GitHub account to like sign into it, or your Google account, or your friend, whatever you want to use to sign to that account. That's just it. Because it's just trying to like break, and it's from ERC. I think I linked it earlier from this EIP 4337 or so. So it's just to, most times when you try to like introduce people to Web3 and you tell them about accounts and all, some people it's discouraging, like, why should it be that when I lose my my funds, my money is gone? There are a
Okay,
lot
thank
of,
you.
that's just it. So, but then in this case, you want to be able to like sign in into their account with virtually anything or whatever rule you want to use. Does it make
Okay,
sense?
thank you. Yes, it does.
Okay, please, you can send me this thing now. I just sent my.
Okay, yeah,
I just pasted my.
You can get test token from this. I dropped a link now.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, just in
So
your.
I want to confirm what I'm seeing right now. I'm seeing under Starknet, under the coins, right? I'm seeing Starknet, and then I'm seeing 100 STRK, right? And then $0.
It's just a conversion
to $0.
You are seeing 100 stacks and it's 0, not 0 points. Are you on your phone or on your PC?
I'm still on my PC. I'm just the Zoom is just loading on my PC since it's not opening.
Oh, okay. If it's showing 100 stacks, it shouldn't be $0. It should be maybe 0.00 something.
So will you send me mainnet token?
No, I say you made
test
it. No. I can give you testnet token.
No, I don't want testnet. I don't want DevNet. Give me minutes.
I have plenty testnet. If you want 100, I'll give you.
I don't want I want minutes.
Sharp guy. All right. He's Nigerian now. Very sharp. Oh, I got some 800 stack using the nice.
Abba, I know be first now. She never said at least she go send me the money first before I thought to first star. Never send me, they call me first star. She can't say that.
Okay, I thought it was this guy that was, no, it's not a first star, please. Oh, Trovic, gotten the 100 stack. Great. And we can also try sending to ourselves to just see. And then when you send, you can, let me share my screen again and just show you. You can check that, just copy the transaction and paste it on the Explorer and just see how it's the informations on it are. Can you see my screen? Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, great.
Yes, I can see your screen.
So I sent to someone earlier. I don't remember which was about. So
yeah, I think that was me. But
that was I sent 50.
Yeah.
50 stack.
Yeah, but the issue is that the Brave was in the Ready wallet. It creates different accounts, different wallets for each mainnet. That's for each net. So, for example, the account I created at first was for mainnet. So I thought it was going to be for testnet, which is separate, but it's not there. So I have to create a new account.
So the address you gave me earlier was is the mainnet.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You see, money is gone.
So the
It's
money is
not.
done like that.
No. So, but you can use the testnet faucet and just get some.
Yeah, I did,
Also,
but
okay, you've got
800.
them. Oh, great. All right. 800. I thought the minimum is 100. Or you
If you connect your
manually.
GitHub account, you get 800.
Oh, wow. That's...
Quick
Can you
question.
try?
Can you? Okay,
Okay.
I thought you said we were going to check the StarkScan.
Yes, this is it. I opened it earlier.
Okay, how did you check it?
So you just put in. So I went to my transactions. So Sepolia. Remember it was on Starknet. So I went to activity. So I did a send earlier. So I just clicked on it, copy the, or you can, if I even click on it, just copy the transaction activity and just copy this. I was copied earlier, but this is kind of okay. Yeah, so you use this to copy it, or you can use this arrow key. Just takes you straight to Voyager, and you see it. What I did was I copied it and then pasted it here. You see informations on it, or you click this arrow key here. Takes you straight to view it on Voyager as well. So you can see the timestamp when it went through, the block number where it's added to, the fees. This was the address that I sent it to. And the sender address, which is my address, B2, bold broccoli. I'll change this now. I see it can be edited. Then token transfer, blah blah blah. So yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, I think I was trying to I found the solution now. So while on the StarkScan, I pasted the transaction token to the search bar, and then I was getting not found. So now I realized that I didn't change the toggle. I didn't toggle it to Sepolia. So still on mainnet.
Yeah, I was having that issue too earlier. So if you notice earlier, I was trying to open it on Voyager, but then I didn't change this toggle to it was so when you open initially it goes to mainnet, so you need to change it to Sepolia.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Can you also try sending to someone? You can just pick any address in the chats.
All right. Who want me to send? Let's just send 10K. Naira.
So this is mine. Let me just drop mine here. How do we change to Sepolia on Braavos? So okay, let me open Braavos again. So this is your test. Can you see my screen? So the question. Stanley. So you click on
I just sent $50 to someone now. Sorry, 50 Stark.
$50. So you select Starknet Sepolia. So it's asking is a test intended for developers and testers. There's no need to add RPC. You can go to Alchemy and Oh, this gets stuck.
Okay, hi. So I have another question. So I
Okay.
was exploring the scan, and
During the what?
the scan, like the
The
the stack
start.
scan.
Okay.
Yes, that one. So I noticed that it's saying I have zero number of transactions
But you
on
actually
testnet.
do have
Yes, because I sent so I created another wallet. I sent something into it.
to that
So
wallet.
yes, and I want to ask, is there a difference between the ETH, because here it's saying ETH balance and the stack balance? Is there a difference?
So ETH is your Ethereum itself. Why Stark is tokens on Starknet. It's called Stark, STRK.
Okay. So which one is used for gas? Is it stack or ETH?
It depends on the blockchain you're interacting with.
Okay.
If you're interacting
So
on
now
the
that
Stark,
we are interacting with stack,
you use
now
Stark.
that we're interacting with stack, okay, use stack. Okay.
Use Stark, yes. Or you can just open, I think I showed someone earlier. If it's not showing you anything, just open your Starknet. Go to which wallet are you using?
Ready.
Ready wallet. So just open your, if it's Starknet, for example, click on it, go to activity to show you all of that. And maybe just click on any of them. See
Okay.
an arrow, just take you straight to Voyager.
Account activation and sent. Oh, okay. I sent the one I sent earlier. Okay. Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, great.
Oh, transfer. Change to
Same thing on.
But I think Voyager is kind of like
Braavos
updates faster than Starknet.
StarkScan. You said what?
I think Voyager updates faster than scan, or maybe it's because it's testnet. I don't know.
Yeah, they're about the same thing. They have the same. Both of them have, if you see here, Cecilia or mainnet, they have the same information because it's on the blockchain. So same thing you have on the StarkScan, the same thing you have on the Voyager.
Anyways,
There's that one they have maybe contain more. You can Google and check. Probably, I think StarkScan has more info, or it has more information on that transaction of Voyager or something. Okay, you've seen it on Voyager or StarkScan?
Yeah, on Voyager. I saw it on Voyager.
Okay, great. Come back to this later. Raji, okay. Let me send you some. Review your send, just to double check. So this is the amount I'm sending, the recipients, the contract call, and the call, you're calling a transfer function. And you can either decide to reject or confirm it. So Raji, I just sent you 50 stack. Shoot. Oh, okay, great. You should also try sending, even if you just try sending to others as well. So you just play with it. The person that asked a question, it's not having anything of a meaning. Of course, yes, I think you already established that fact. Question again. How do we change to Sepolia and Braavos? I think Braavos, I think it's Sepolia, it creates automatically. Starknet Sepolia. What's its name? Stanley, can you send me your wallet address? If you can hear me. Just drop it in the chat.
Yeah, so hello.
Yes, I
Still that same question on how to change to switch to Cephalonia on Braavos. I've been trying, I don't know how to do it.
So can you see my screen?
Yes.
So just click on this. Even before that, let me do that. So just click on this, and then
Okay.
you see testnet. Just put it.
Okay, to toggle that.
Yes, toggle it. Yes.
Okay, let me try it.
F7.
Okay, so it's saying missing RPC node. Is there anything that I need to do?
Yeah, I think I was looking. I think you need to add an RPC node. I've forgotten how to. Let's just check Google.
Okay.
So try this. I need to pass your API key. Do you have an account on Alchemy?
Yes.
Okay, so just sign in. Then, let me just share this link here. going to stop sharing because it's going to show my API keys.
Yeah.
Hi, Cecilia. There is someone that raised their hand for a question.
Oh, okay. Hi, Jafet.
I noticed that everything was quiet. I needed to know what's going on.
You noticed that? Sorry.
Everyone was quiet.
Oh,
I needed to notice what was going on.
what's happening? Oh, okay. So someone asked a question on um how to switch to Sequoia and Braavos. You know, we've been interacting with Ready Wallet all this while.
Okay.
We tried sharing on, I tried sending on Braavos, but just throwing an error. So I just switched to Ready Wallet.
All right.
Yes, so that's just it.
All right. Sorry.
No.
Hi, Cecilia. Are you trying to set up anything on your own end? Yes, sir.
Yes, I am. So I can still have some minutes. Because I'm trying to set up something on my end so I can share with the rest of it.
Yeah, so were you able to do the switching to Sequoia on the Braavos?
Yeah, so I'm still trying to do that. So
Okay.
this is what you need attached with your API key. Yeah.
Sorry, what was the error you were getting?
So it was saying missing RPC node.
URL.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was not on call for a while.
That's to switch from mainnet to testnet on the Braavos wallet. That's where we are getting the error.
Okay, let me try that from my end as well.
Okay.
Cecilia, is there any other thing you want to cover after this? So,
So that's all. Or we could also that's all actually. I think what I'll do is that since we are all on the Telegram channel, and once that is figured out, I'll just share it there on the channel. But apart from that,
Okay.
that is it. I don't know if anyone has any other question apart from what they want to be talking about earlier. We still had time, so that was I was just trying to kind of like delay.
Okay. So guys, please ask your questions. Like from the beginning, it's like I didn't know we were going to be able to finish this in 2 hours, to be honest. So
Okay.
guys, please ask.
Yeah. So I think someone dropped the Starknet Africa dropped this link. This particular place of the API key. Are you advising so we can put our private key here to see if it will link with the wallet to solve that problem?
It's not your private key, it's API key from Alchemy. Although I'm not
This is
uh
an API key from Alchemy. So you need to create an app, I think, and then when you create one, but then you need to create it on Starknet. So you need to select Starknet, create it. So that will give you your API key.
Okay. Okay, let me try.
okay, so in the meantime, guys, please, if you have any questions, because we're not going to have any other session for fundamentals. If you have any question concerning what Starknet is all about, maybe you have questions on sequencer proving, please ask your question now. Please. Because once we finish this call, would actually provide resources for you to study more in-depthly, but I mean one of the purpose of live classes is also to be able to interact, right? With tutors, ask your questions and get answers to them.
Okay, hi. Good evening.
Good evening.
So might not it's not really related, like directly related to Starknet. So I want to ask that, is there going to be like a focused group for this cohort, or we are just going to be using the general group for it, like moving forward?
Yes, so we're going to be using the Starknet Africa channel. The reason why it's better for us to use the Starknet Africa channel is because even if the mentors are not available, there are people that if you ask question at any time of the day, you get your answer. So it's better that we have like that you send your questions or whatever conversation on the Starknet Africa Telegram channel. So yeah, we do not have like any other channel solely for the bootcamp. Is all going to be happening on the Cairo Bootcamp, sorry, on the Starknet Africa Telegram channel. Yes. So
Okay,
someone is
thank
asking, yes. Someone is asking when test and exam. There is no test and there is no exam. So I guess maybe you joined the call late. We're going to be having an hackathon that will be starting in February. So that is like a project. So you would you guys will pick yourself, you form a team, or if you want to act solo, it's like your choice. So that would maybe serve as your test. So you can actually test yourself. How will you calculate your CGPA? I am going to share the slide. I'm sure you missed the first because I addressed all of these questions. So we're going to be giving homework and then homework for 3 weeks. So it's going to be 20 point, 20 point, 20 point, 60 points in total. So depending on how you score and then your live class attendance, yes. So depending on that, yes, that's how we're going to grade you to get your spoke. Yeah. So please, any other question? question related to the class. I really want to be sure everybody actually is following along. Will the hackathon only be for attendees? Don't worry, when the time comes, we're going to share more information on that. So somebody asked a question earlier, which I said I will address at the end of the session, which was, are we going to be running the hackathon alongside the classes? Yes. So the hackathon is going to be starting in February. Yes, and that's the 4th week of the Cairo Bootcamp. But before the 4th week, this on Thursday, we're going to be starting Cairo Basics, and next week we're going to be going into advanced Cairo, and then you start writing Starknet smart contract. So would provide you with the guidance that you need. Also for the duration of the hackathon, you're going to be having the mentors available. So for week 4 and week 5, there's not going to be assignments, so that you guys can focus on building your project. Though we're still going to be having our normal classes. Yes. Since accounts are smart contracts, can you deploy multiple contracts in one account? This question, do you mean multiple smart contracts using one account? Is that what you're saying? Yes, you can. That is even possible with EOA. You have your wallets, you have your account, you use that account to initiate, like to deploy smart contracts. Is there a particular programming language we need to know in order to contribute? Yes, now Cairo, that's why we have this Cairo Bootcamp. Okay, the Telegram link, I'm going to be sharing that now.
I want to talk more on that question that this person asked on using one account to deploy multiple. Yes, you can do that. You can use that account to deploy an NFT contract, deploy a DeFi protocol with that single account. Yes, but then it doesn't mean that you can use that same, but you cannot use that account address pointing to just one contract code. I don't know. So it's a yes or no answer, basically. You can use that account. So let's look at the wallet, for example, maybe your Braavos, or as we said, as I was showing earlier, that same account address you can have on, for example, on MetaMask. You can have that same wallet address, you have ZK Sync, you have one of like different chains, and then you can use it to like deploy different contracts. But then the no aspect of it is that you can't use that contract. You can't have multiple contracts with same address. Yes, I think that's what I was trying to say. You can't have multiple contracts at the same address. I don't know if that makes sense. Can you hear me? interfere with your default wallet contract. Exactly. Okay. Okay, this person is saying why. It's just Cecilia. Let's say for example, it's like saying trying to have multiple buildings in the same at the same street address. You know that each building, the address for each is always unique. Something like that. It's always like a unique address for each building. And again, you are also looking at the blockchain storage model and all of that.
So can you hear me like this?
Yes, I can hear. Allah.
All right. But if you have a testnet account, you can deploy multiple contracts with that testnet account. Well, the testnet account you are using it has one address. There's not multiple address. If I deploy on Stacks now, if I deploy on was I right clarity? If I deploy on Stacks, maybe on Ledger Wallet, I will just deploy on one account. But the one account is only having one address. That's why I'm asking you this question.
Yes, that is possible.
Are there any other questions, guys? We have only 8 minutes to the end of the call. So why are you even talking about? Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, so okay. So what I want to ask is about what we'll be doing later in the future, but I just want to ask it about. I want to ask about it now. So because I asked earlier that can I use MetaMask? She said she would recommend that I use either Ready Wallet or the other one. So one, I want to know why. Then number two is that if the answer to the first one is like I can't use MetaMask, does that mean that all these front end tool that users use to connect their wallets to different dApps, does that mean that we have to use a different one for Starknet? I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
So Ready Wallet and Braavos are dedicated to Starknet. As you can see, when we were like looking at them, you will see that you can't like add other chains on it. It's just Starknet, so they are dedicated to it. That is why, unlike MetaMask, that you can add so many chains on it, right? And you ask a question, what can we do with it in the future? Can you please repeat that?
So the second question is now for front-end developments now, like when we are building the dApps, like so we are integrating the smart contracts. So do we now need to like use, or let me say, can we now use the likes of Rainbow Kit or the own, all those package we use to connect wallets on those dApps? Can we use it with Starknet, or Starknet has its own dedicated packages too?
Yeah. Yes, it has its own it has dedicated packages too. But when we go on, we'll do front end stuff and we'll go into that.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Okay. So I was able to resolve the issue we were having. So I have now switched to
right?
Yes. So what I did is, can I share my screen?
Yes, thank you. Do you want your API URL? Are you
No, it's not an issue.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so so what I did is when okay, this man. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying. Yes. Can
Are you
you
sure
guys?
you are?
Yeah,
Are you
I'm trying.
comfortable this
Yes.
information, sharing this? Are you comfortable sharing?
Yes. So this is a test account, so I have no issue with it.
Okay, but I'm seeing
Yeah.
a minute here though.
No, it's not a minute account.
No, I think this is Alchemy dashboard.
I know.
Okay, you guys can see my Alchemy dashboard, right?
Yes, we can.
Everything I've got out.
Okay, so I just want yes. So when I wanted to add this thing, so when I wanted to switch to the test, right? So I click here. So it asks me to, because I've already added this particular. So if you log into your dashboard, right? You go to endpoint, you will scroll down, you see the Starknet section. This is the mainnet URL, the RPC. Then this is the testnet. So I click on copy. Then I added it to the column to add the RPC and click proceed. So when I click proceed, it automatically change and switch to this. So you remember you sent me 150 earlier.
Yes. Oh, okay. So
On
the
the
150
same address. So once as I just switch to the stack, so it's just show me the balance. So now I'm on the testnet right now.
Can you click on that stack?
You said?
Click on the stack. We want to check it on the stack. Just click on it. Check your. So scroll down. Yes, click on token received. I think it was 50.
So I received from 2 people 100, and then
plus click on that token received. I just want to check if it's from me. Check my address. So click on that arrow that is pointing to
this one.
Yes, I think it's to stocks. Oh, Voyager. Okay.
So okay, you just want to see the receiver.
Yeah.
The hash receiver. Okay.
Send
so
that.
I receive it down. Yeah. Is it from you?
Yes, it's me, EAB2. Yes, that's me. So
okay. So okay, so where I was. Oh, sharing screen. I'm used to double screen, so that's why I'm just finding it. NEPA just took light and they just leave me.
you can stop sharing. You can stop sharing now.
Yeah, all right. Yes. So
I hope we've gotten that. I can't remember the person that asked the question. Oh, okay, Stanley said nice.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Lima. Tosin, you can take over.
Yeah, thank you very much, Cecilia, for that session. So, guys, I don't know if there are any other questions before we close the session for today. Nice. Okay. In the absence of none, so we're going to be continuing the session on Thursday. We're going to be starting with Cairo Basics. It's going to be hands-on, so you should have your laptops with you and be prepared. And also do ensure that you go back to, we're going to share the link to the uploaded